Thank you for choosing Rust-Oleum Industrial Brands Concrete Protection Systems for your industrial maintenance project. Rust-Oleum's industrial flooring products are designed to reduce your preparation time, application time, and downtime while lengthening the lifetime of your industrial concrete floors. Rust-Oleum Corporation purchased Concrete Protection Systems, a company founded in 1984 and known for manufacturing high-quality toppings and coatings that could effectively protect concrete in even the most demanding industrial environments. Rust-Oleum CPS offers unequaled protection against chemical damage from literally thousands of industrial chemicals and the durability to withstand physical abuse from the most severe environments. While Rust-Oleum products are user-friendly, you should review the material safety data sheets, technical data sheets, application instruction guides, and label information carefully. Wearing proper personal protective equipment and adhering to sound safety procedures are necessary in any industrial setting. For all Rust-Oleum CPS products, hand mixing will produce inconsistent results and is not an approved method. Mechanical mixing is required. Before starting, make sure the materials, the surface, and the ambient air temperature fall within the published range for that product. No single facet of a concrete coating application contributes more to the success or failure of that application than the evaluation of the substrate and the proper surface preparation. The International Concrete Repair Institute has identified 9 distinct concrete surface profiles, or CSPs. These profiles replicate degrees of roughness considered to be suitable for the application of one or more of the Rust-Oleum Concrete Protection Systems coatings or toppings. Refer to the ICRI technical guidelines for selecting and specifying concrete surface preparations for sealers, coatings, and polymer overlays, guideline number 310.2-1997. The actual surface preparation method used may vary depending upon site conditions, performance criteria, and actual coating system selection. Contact Rust-Oleum Technical Services prior to starting the job if you have any questions. The recommended surface preparation method for the 8200 Overkote TX chemical-resistant epoxy textured coating is ICRI CSP number 1 through CSP number 4. This includes acid etching, diamond grinding, light shot blasting, and light scarification. In this video, we will demonstrate the mixing and application procedures for the 8200 system Overkote TX chemical-resistant epoxy textured coating. The 8200 system Overkote TX provides an easy-to-clean, skid-resistant surface with superior chemical resistance, ideal for high-traffic areas.
The next system we want to demonstrate for you today is the 8200 TX. Now the TX stands for a textured finish. Now we've looked at textured finishes with our orange peel before, and the orange peel would be considered kind of a low textured finish, whereas the TX is a very pronounced, high-profile textured finish. Now it's specifically not the textured finish that's designed and marketed as an anti-slip coating. It's designed as a different type of appearance. It gives us a unique appearance to your standard smooth floor finishes. We want you to make sure you take a close look at the materials, because these materials are very heavily bodied, okay? You'll see that the resin and the activator are both extremely thick. We show that with a paint stick here, and you'll be able to see just how thick these materials are. See, that is typical for the base of the TX, which is what helps us give that pronounced finish. And of course, the activator is very thixotropic. And when we mix those together, we're able to squeegee and back roll these down. Now, the coverage rate for this system is going to range between 12 and 16 mils. Keep in mind that if you apply one area at 16 mils and another area at, let's say, the lowest end of the 12 mil side, you get a slightly different appearance. So you want to make sure you have uniform coverage across the floor. We're going to do that by way of squeegee and back roll. Once we've squeegeed and back rolled with the standard 3/8 snap roller, we're going to go ahead and use this special TX roller. And this roller is specially designed to allow us to finish that material and give the pop that we're looking for, and really pulls that resin up on the floor. And it doesn't give us sharp peaks, it gives us nice rounded peaks, but it's very, very pronounced textured finish. So we're going to demonstrate the mixing and application of that for you right now. You want to make sure that you get all the activator out of the can and get it into the pre-measured base. What we're going to use to mix it with is our CPS4 birdcage mixer and a low-speed drill motor running at about 500 to 750 RPMs. Because of the nature of the thickness of both sides, the thickened up activator and the thickened up base, we really want to make sure we get a good thorough blending of the resin and the activator. So utilizing this CPS4 birdcage mixer allows us to get a nice thorough blending of the base and activator to avoid any soft spots that might occur from improperly activated material. The color we're using today is a pastel blue. It does come in all of our standard CPS colors. We've got the 8200 TX materials properly mixed, and we're going to go ahead and dump a ribbon of the material out on the floor. This is going to be applied by squeegee and back roll. We use a good quality 3/8 inch nap roller when we back roll. Once we get it squeegeed and back rolled properly, we're going to finish it with a special TX roller cover. Some of the typical applications you'll find for this would be anywhere that a high quality chemical resistant epoxy is required, but they just don't want their typical smooth finish floor. They just want something that has a unique appearance to it. And that's what you get with the TX. You get a unique appearance. So this could be done in hallways, break rooms, cafeterias, anywhere where they're looking for something that might be a unique type of finish. You notice we're charging both rollers, both the TX roller and the standard 3/8 nap roller. The texture-wise, as far as the thickness goes, this is really kind of like honey. You know, it's kind of a real thick base. Once we mix it with that thickened up activator, we'll be able to get the finished effect we're looking for as far as the texture goes. Now this system you would not want to broadcast anything into. You would say, well, if I needed an anti-slip finish, could I turn it into anti-slip? I would steer away from doing that with this particular product. So once we get even distribution with a squeegee, we use our 3/8 inch nap roller before we use our special TX roller. Working time with the TX is going to be about 25 minutes, give or take 5 minutes, depending on the temperature. You'll be able to foot traffic over the TX after 24 hours. It'll be dry to touch in about 10 to 12. Foot traffic in about 24 hours or so. Because the base resin that we use for the TX is the same base resin that's used for the 8200, which is why it's 8200 TX, you know that for chemical resistance, you're in the higher end of chemical resistance. So anywhere where they would want a unique textured finish for a chemical resistance coating system, this would be a good option. One of the things you don't notice when you're applying this is any odor. It's because this is really has no odor to it. Now we're going to use the special TX roller cover. What this roller cover does is really pulls that resin up off the floor and creates little peaks, little rounded peaks. The other thing you'll notice with this roller cover is that we have one side that's cut square and flat and the other side that's rounded. And this rounded edge helps us eliminate any roller lines in the floor. So you always work that roller cover with the round side away from your work, so you work toward that flat edge, and it helps eliminate any potential for roller lines. And that's all that's needed with this TX cover is just a roll forward and backwards one time like that to create the finish that we're looking for. Now these covers only come in one size. We don't have these covers available in 18-inch size yet. So you want to make sure you order enough covers to do the job at hand. The coverage rate that we did in this particular box to achieve the finish the way it is, we did 100 square feet per gallon, 16 mils. Now, there is an option to go a little tighter, a little less millage, somewhere around 12 mils or so. If you go less millage, you change the texture. It becomes a much tighter, smaller finish. So that's why I say if you know that the coverage rate that you've used to accomplish this is 100 square feet per gallon, and you start getting toward the door and you're thinking, I'm running out of material, so you start squeezing it down to 10 or 12 mils, you'll see the difference in texture. You'll be able to tell the difference from where you started cheating on the thickness. Now look, if you start at 12 mils, you're fine keeping it at 12, but you want to maintain a consistent coverage rate so that you know you're going to get uniform finish across the floor. Real simple application of squeegee and back roll. The only thing special is the roller cover that's needed to get that finish. You'll be able to foot traffic over the TX after 24 hours. It'll be dry to touch in about 10 to 12. For cleanup, you can use 160 thinner, xylene, or MEK to clean your application tools. Then dispose of the materials and packaging according to local, state, and federal regulations.
We hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions, please contact us at 800-553-8444 or rust-oleum.com/industrial. Thank you for choosing Rust-Oleum, the name that means protection.